Today let's see how to give clear short instructions to your child and help your child follow your instructions. So we are going to do this without stressing your child and without any verbal demand or any questioning. So you need two people for this activity. One person will be giving instruction, another person will be modeling when you give a simple instruction. Another person will be holding the child's hand and helping the child. We will see one sample activity to make them follow a simple instruction at your home. Before starting the actual activity, take pics of all the rooms in your home, like kitchen, bathroom, living room, bedroom. In specific, if you have any rooms like child's room, grandma's room, you can take pics of those rooms as well. Ensure that the pics are very clear and the child can relate to the actual place in your house. Show these pics and use pointing and orient them the names of each room. Point to the kitchen picture, look at his eyes and say kitchen. Take few pictures of you cooking in the kitchen and you can show that as well. Just say kitchen. Don't say any other words in this process. So when you say do pointing, look at child's eye. That is more important and keep it in a fun way. Similarly, point and say names of each rooms looking at his eyes. Once the child is aware of different rooms in the house, take few pics of objects we use in that room and teach the same way as earlier. Point and say the names. Sample objects would be spoons, plates, soap, brush, dress and pillows from the respective rooms. So use pointing and orient child in the same way. Do this pointing and teaching the pictures few times a day during mealtime or when you sit for playing. Sometimes just give the pictures to the child and let him observe without any teaching. When you teach, please don't ask, what is this? The whole process will fail if you ask that question. Use my video on pointing to understand how to use pointing and teaching a picture, description of which is given in the below video. Once you have finished orienting different rooms in the house, you can then start the actual activity. In the whole orienting process, don't expect your child to say what you said. Don't test him if he knows or not. Your job is just to model the pictures with face-to-face level, looking at his eyes. You can do this orienting in the early morning or whenever child is in good mood. Don't stress your child though. If he doesn't like, keep the pictures away and do it in another day. How to start? Take few things in each of the rooms and keep everything in the living room. Say two spoons, a plate, a tumbler, a bowl from kitchen. Similarly, things from other rooms. You sit next to these things in the living room. We need one more person who can be with the child to model what he needs to do, just in case the child doesn't understand the instruction. So keep all these things in ready. After that, as I said, the person one sits with the things in the living room. Person two holds child's hand and stands next to the things in the living room. Then person one takes the spoon and says, keep the spoon in kitchen and give it to the child. Then give a wait time, say 30 seconds and see what the child is doing. When you say this, look at his eyes and then say, keep it fun. After that, person 2 takes the child to the kitchen. Then he should point to the kitchen and say kitchen and look at child's eye and handhold her to keep the spoon in the kitchen. In this process, person 2 should not say keep this in kitchen or what place is this. Person 2 should just model the child and say the word kitchen. That's it. Keep the spoon now in the kitchen and run back to person 1. Keep it fun. Similarly, give instructions for other objects in the respective rooms. So don't finish all the objects in one room and then go to the another room. Just randomly use different rooms and different objects. Try this for 3 to 4 days at your home. You can do like 3 to 4 times in a day for continuously like 3 to 4 days so that child understands what process is this and she can understand your modeling. Once the child understands clearly the process of following instructions to keep things in respective rooms, follow this step 2. Now person 1 repeats the same instruction as before. For example, person 1 says keep soap in the bathroom. First go to a different room, say kitchen, stand inside the kitchen, look at the soap and look at the child's eyes and say no. And then take the child to the bathroom and keep the things in the bathroom and run back to the parent. So I have written kitchen here, so that's mistake. Use lot of pointing, looking at child's eye in this process. Don't use many words, just the object name, the word no in step 2. The simple instruction that I mentioned. Don't change the format of the instruction, just use the same instruction again and again. When the child keeps the objects and comes back, give huge appreciation. Say wow, clap, give high five. Let the child know that you feel happy and proud of what she has done. Don't give robotic instructions. Please smile and give instructions like a preschool teacher. Keep it fun. After a few weeks of doing this, give some more wait time to see if the child herself is initiating to keep the things in the respective rooms. Don't stress out the child in the whole process. Don't force him to follow your instructions. If the child doesn't like the activity, just finish it quickly with two things and do it in another day. Also choose the right time to play the activity. Don't do it when the child is not in a good mood. Choose right time, keep it fun, uh, keep smiling when you do this. This activity will help the child in paying attention to you when you say something. It will help in social interaction, and it will help her physically follow an instruction that is given to her. So like this you can take some more instructions, some more simple instructions at a time. Use modeling, use visual cues, and teach her how to do that. When you do this, just use the following rules when you point and say the room names and when you give the instructions. So these are the same instructions what you are given in the other videos. So just follow that. Thank you and subscribe.